Okay, how are you everybody who is watching this fantastic video? I'm very happy to have you. This is OLENJOLAI, and also I'm an electronics and telecommunication engineer. I'm sounding from a beautiful country called Tanzania. Okay, so my full name is OLENJOLAI Moko TAYAI Losingo, but simply you can call me Teacher OLENJOLAI. I'm going to teach you basic mathematics in this program. Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4. And also I'm going to teach you Physics Form 1 to Form 4, and also I'm going to teach you Chemistry Form 1 to Form 4. Actually, it's a work of 12 teachers. So I'm doing the work of 12 teachers. A single man is doing the work of 12 teachers, but not by my own strength or by my own intelligence. It's by grace and help of God who have given me this assignment. So I would like to welcome you, whether you're a national or international viewer, whether you're a Form 2 student, whether you're a Form 1 student, or Form 3 students, or Form 4 students, whether you are a reciter, you are a QT students, you are homeschool student, wherever of your status, whether you're a parent, you're a guardian, you're a sponsor. So I would like to ask you to pay attention on few information that I'm going to share with you before we start our today's session, which is session 5, which you have to enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics in Form 2. So firstly, I would like to welcome you into one of our online school that's called Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. Simultaneously, because we have a concept we call this simultaneous equation in mathematics. So I would like to welcome you into one of our YouTube channels that called Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. Well, so the next question, what are we doing? We have an assignment to make sure that we teach and train students by using different teaching methods and different teaching aids on teaching, and we have to teach our students on how they can extract knowledge, understanding, and wisdom from the informal or formal educational system that they are, especially the one that we are benefiting from Tanzania, and combine it with the knowledge and wisdom and understanding and comprehension from the word of God that has been declared and written in the whole Bible, in order to solve real life problems. So the main objective of Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School is to see our students when they are still at school or after they graduate, they are really solving real life problems. That is our main objective. In case that they fail to solve real life problems, for us, we won't be happy. I know what I'm telling you about solving real life problems is not something you can achieve in a year, or it's not something that you can achieve in one session, or you can achieve in one lecture, or you can achieve in one, or covering one topic. It's a process, it's a journey. For myself, I'm solving a national problem right now because I thank God by His grace, right now I'm a national teacher who is actually providing the contents and teaching every student who is studying in Tanzania and even in Africa and worldwide by using the power of the internet. And believe me that I'm going to excite you, and I'm going to transform you from one 20 to another 20 in order for you to benefit on the educational system that you are. So we are solving a problem for all the students, and this is the problem, common problems in Tanzania. There's a belief and there's a phrase, and the belief that many people, even ourselves, when we are studying basic mathematics, or even before ourselves, when our brothers and our fathers and our grandfathers, they have been learning about basic mathematics, they used to sing this chorus of the song, which is completely wrong. For me, I don't agree. The song that basic mathematics or mathematics, it's a national disease. In Swahili language, we just say that hesabu ni ugonjwa wa taifa. I declare that it's not true. And I'm going to show you why am I saying that phrase, because it's not a national disease. Basic mathematics is not a national disease. Mathematics is not a disease, a national disease of Tanzania. It's not a national disease for the world. But mathematics, it's a solution for all the diseases, whether national diseases or individual diseases. But mathematics also, it's one of the best subjects in the world, that actually whenever you do something, whether in music, whether in engineering, you have to take considerations of mathematics. So we have to revise the chorus and say that mathematics, it's a best solution of national problems. Should you have that mindset in your mind? So we have some departments, we have more than 3 departments. One of the departments is called basic mathematics. And the subject of the day is called mathematics. And these contents that we are going to provide, these are important for the pre-Form 2, Form 2 student, or class 10 or class 12, or for 4 students who are doing revision for just to get prepared for next exams or certificate secondary education examination. So we are in chapter 1, that's titled as Exponents and Radicals. In basic mathematics Form 2, you have to cover 11 chapters. You have to refer my previous session, session 00, the general introductions of basic mathematics Form 2. And today we have a fantastic session. There's a relationship between session 4, excuse me, today this is not session 4, it is session 5. This isn't. It is session 5, not session 4, excuse me. So session 5, it's a twin of session 4. And I will explain in a moment. So, before I start today's session, I would like to speak something very important for every student. Okay? Form 1, I used to teach by using 2 languages, Swahili language and the English language. But from Form 2, I have to make sure that I change your mindset on how you can learn by using English itself. Whenever you go in an ordinary secondary school, whether private or government secondary school, the first thing that you have to do, you have to be registered, right? So the process of registration, if you have to pay tuition fee and etc., different issues about the accommodations, about meals, about different issues that you have to encounter. So how can you get registered in Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI? In short, we call it also. Well, so you just have to follow a few steps in a minute. You can accomplish these steps, and the good thing, there's no regular registrations. You just register yourself once, then it's done. Since you are in Form 2 until you are in undergraduate or bachelor degree, because I'm teaching students from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, Form 4, Form 5, Form 6, first year undergraduate, first year of bachelor, second year of bachelor, and third year of bachelor in engineering and science. Also, I'm teaching students of ordinary diploma, first year, second year, third year. So when you join me at this moment, believe me that you will find that I will be teaching you continuously as long as you grow up in mathematics and science, right? So you should keep that hope in your mind. So the first thing, make sure that you have or you open what? Means that or have, okay? Have what? Have Yahoo or Gmail email. Okay? So have either Yahoo or Gmail email or both of them. You can have both of them. And the second thing, we have to search. So search it. Write this name. Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. Just copy and paste. So search. So for me, because of space here, search for Tanzania Online O-Level O-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. So in square bracket OLENJOLAI. So when you search it, but you have to search it not in YouTube, because currently we have an account in YouTube. Then the third step, you have to sign in. Sign in by using what? By using your email. I ask you to write these steps by using your email, the email that you have opened in the first step. The first step, you have to click the buttons on the right, the same positions as I'm writing here, which has been written subscribe. Once you click it, then it's changed into subscribe. So you have to do once you click, but it's written subscribe. Just click, the bell will appear, and also click this bell. Then you'll see 3 options. Just to choose the options of all. Then from there, you are permanently registered in Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAI. Okay? So after you do the registration, because when you search, you see the icons and the profiles is the icons of this channel. It is what the national flag of Tanzania, like this one. This is our national flag. So you see it. And then when you get there, you are already in school. So in this school, we have departments, right? Just like in your school, you have departments of Swahili, departments of English. Similarly, this is an online school, so we don't have a physical school. And I'm not a teacher of any school, any physical school. I'm a teacher of online school, right? So it means that we have departments also, departments of basic mathematics, departments of physics, departments of chemistry, departments of the Word of God. So we have different 30 departments. And there's a way we used to organize in our channel that we'll be talking later when we proceed. Okay, so today we are solving questions of exercise 1.1. So as I said, that's session 4. So to do the quick review, okay, quick review. So let us do quick review and do the correction, quick review of what? Of session 4. Of session 4, quick review of session 4, right? So in session 4, basically, we have titled this one, Laws of what? Of multiplication. I talked about laws of multiplication of 40, multiplications of exponents. Okay, we have now exponents. Can be exponents of a variable or exponents of 40 that contains 40 numbers. So the first law of exponent, we say that if you have a product of the two exponents with the same the same base, but different exponent, then the rule state that this is a power m plus n. That the rule state. So that's the first law. And we have extended this one that sometimes we find we have a product of more than two exponential functions. So, okay, nm, okay, let's say p multiplied by what? A power q. So simply, this one is equal to a, then you have m plus n plus p plus what? Plus q. Right? Yes. And vice versa is true. That's the first law. We did problems. And then we went to the second law. The second law, it was actually the law of what? The law of the law of bracket of what? Of exponent. That suppose we have a power m, and then outside we have exponent 30 n. So if you do remember, we say that this is equal to what? A power m times 30 times n. So we had a single exponent, and right now we have this one. And we reminded you that this is the same to say a power m times a power n. So it means we had a single exponent to this bracket, but there we have two exponents, right? So that's what we say. And also we say we extended this one that a power m may be power n, may be power what? Power r, like this one. So similarly, this is equal to a power m times what? Times r times what? Times n. If you do remember, for 3, right? Yes. And also this you can generate 3 exponents. The third law, which actually ended in the previous session, it was stating that if you have a times b, you have two exponents of the different base, but with the same what? With the same exponents. So you say this one is equal to a power n times what? B power n. Okay, so this is another law that we have discussed together, right? Yes. So that's another law that we have discussed together. So if that's the case, that then I left the home, right? Yes. So now the correction of 40. If this is your first session, please, I ask you, start from session 00, General Introductions of Basic Mathematics Form 2. So that was homework 4, and it was exam 14. So I can read, but I'm not going to write it on the blackboard because I've already written in the previous session, and I have to make sure that I link the sessions. So the question was stating, we took it from the secondary basic mathematics book 2. So the question was stating that rewrite the following expression by grouping together those with equal exponents to appear under a single exponent. Okay, so we had A we've been given as what? D power 4, T power 4. Then so let us start with this A, then we'll go for B and C, right? If you have done the homework, I ask you to submit in the comment section. then I'll review your homework. So if you keep quiet, sometimes you give me two important, relevant questions, whether you didn't understand what I taught you or you don't like basic mathematics. But don't worry, if you are suffering from those problems, you should not quit away, you should not give up. Stay tuned in Tanzania Ordinary Secondary School. Believe me, God has given us a special dose, a special medicine to treat permanently those two kinds of sickness or illness in your mind, right? Basic mathematics is a beautiful subject. It's not a complex subject. It's not a difficult subject, but it's just need you to be bold, to work hard. That's what does it demand. To work for something hard, it doesn't mean that it's difficult. That is its requirement. For example, human being need food. So whenever you need food, you are hungry, you have to make sure that you do whatever you do, okay, in order to get food, similarly to basic mathematics. So the question asks us to write this exponent in a single exponent. So it appears in a single exponent. So solution. So for you to tackle these problems, you have to follow steps. We call it in Swahili hatua. The first step, you have to recall, okay, what? So you have to recall. So if you check this one, it's kindly of, you have to apply this law, right? You have to apply this law. How? So recall the second law of product. When you say multiplications is a synonyms is product of 40 of exponents. Okay? So it means that the law states that a power m then times what? So let's say a power m, for this case it's not the second, it's the third. The third law. Why third law? Because the base, this is the one exponent, its base is d, its exponent is 4. Here its base is t, and then its exponent is 4. So sometimes you have to mix it more than, for example, you have to recall second and the third law of product. So the second law of product states that if you have a power mn, but this won't be applicable because the exponent is the same. So we just need what is only the second what is the second, the third, or the second, the third, which talks about having the same what exponent. So let us we call it the third. So the third law states that if you have base of A and base of B power n, this is equal to A power n, then we multiply with B power n, right? So if you examine this exponent, it is in this form. So also remember A power n times B power n, this is equal to A power n, B power n, and this one also will be equal to A times B power n because the exponent is the same, right? So if this is the case, for example, the second state, for example, okay, so for example, if you compare there, it means that first of all we find n is equal to 4. So if that the case, you say that d power 4, t power 4, this is equal to t, exponent is the same, so we have to take it out because this is the two exponents. Even if there's no multiplication sign, these are two multiplied, so one exponent, another exponent. So if we manage to write in this form, this now it's a single exponent because the base now it's dt, d times t, right? Yes. And this is the exponent. But here, these are the two exponents, d power 4 exponent and d power 4 exponent. But here, it's the base is a product of the two variables, d and dot and t. But this is the single exponent. So this is the response of Roman A. Right? Yes. So then we go 40 for Roman B. Roman B, we have been given what? A power 5 times 40, B power 4. This is a little bit tricky. It's a little bit tricky question. Okay? It's a little bit tricky. You have to think. As Form 2 students, you have to think. Solution. So if you check So the first step for there, don't recall anything, but check. Check base and the exponent. So check given base and what in the exponent. So if we check, we have what? We have a power 5 times 30 b power 4. So first of all, the base are not the same. Right? So if you are not the same, we may guess that we can apply this law. Right? Because this the law teaches us how we manipulate exponents with a different base. But again, this law we can apply if exponent is the same, right? Let us check. If you check from the question which you have been given, 5 is not equal to 4, right? So in this form, this exponent function, this exponent, these two exponents do not obey any of these three laws, right? So what should you do as mathematician? The second step, we say that you have to simplify. Simplify what is exponent a power 5 times 30 b power 4. How do we simplify? Look, it's just a trick. Remember that a power 5, this is equal to a times a times a times a times a. Do you agree? In expanded form, right? Yes. So if it is in expanded form, I can write a and then a power 4. This means the same because it's a power 1 times a power 4. If you add exponent, you get 5. Right? Yes. So it means that a power 5 simply also I can write as a power 1 times a power 4. So suppose that this is equation 1. Right? Please copy these instructions of registering into Tanzania online or level secondary school. Okay. So next, so we have that one. For b, we don't have any problems because b power 4 is fine, right? So look, so therefore, okay, then b, the a power 5, listen carefully, times what? Times b power 4. This is equal to what is a power 5 in other words? It's a power 1 times what? A power 4. Then multiply by what? B power 4. Right? So what do you see here? So at least we managed this to express, it means to simplify the given exponent and express in order to obey the third law. Because the base is different, but the exponent now, this exponent are the same. But this one is not the same. But you can keep outside of the bracket. So if that's the case, we go for the third step to attack. The third step, we say that you have to recall what? Third law of what? Of multiplication. Multiplication of what? Of exponent. Okay, multiplication of exponent. So with that one, we say that a power 5 times b power 4. This is equal to what? This will be equal to, okay, wait. So the law states that a times b power n, this is equal to a power n times what? B power n. So similarly, there we have a power 4, for example. If we keep a out, a power 4 times what? B power 4. So this one, according to this law, it is going to be what? So what you have here is just what you have there, right? So we can convey this and express in this form. So this is equal to a outside of the bracket. Then you have a times b power 4. So in other words, this is equal to a we keep out, and then ab power 4. So this we have written the exponent in a single exponent. Wonderful. I know many students missed it to get this one. Yes. But don't worry to learn from mistakes. So therefore, a power 5 times what? B power 4. This is equal to what? A times what? A b power 4. the response. Right? So you had a very good homework. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take you into Roman C. You have to keep on listening. So Roman C, we've been given what? Series C. So you have to copy while you're listening. You have to pay attention. Series C D square. I would like to congratulate all the students who have got question 14, or example 14, Roman A and Roman B, and maybe you've got also Roman C. So congratulations. But if you missed it, don't get confused. Don't be stressed. You still have a chance. That's just an homework, but work hard. Okay, because mathematics needs more practice, more than you think. Okay, so right now we have this. So stop writing. If you are writing, listen. Solution. So solution, we have to write this exponent. How many terms do you have, first of all? Which are exponent? So you have C, we have D, we have C, we have D. 3 and 5, these are constant numbers, right?
Yes.
So you say that if that's the case, you say that the first state, okay, the first state, you can say maybe simplify what? Simplify the exponent. So to simplify the exponent by what? Collecting like terms. Collecting what? Like terms. So to collect like terms, this means what? We have 3 times 5. So these are like, because are numbers, right?
Yes.
And then here we have what? We have C power 1. Then there we have what? We have again multiplied by what? C power 5. Okay?
Yes.
So then we say what? Multiplied by what? So we have B squared times what? D power 4. Remember, you can show the multiplication sign or you can leave it. Okay? So this is what we have. So the next step, we go for the second step. If we check the current simplification, this exponent obey which law? First or second or third? First law, right? And this one obey first law. And this one is just normal multiplication. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so the second step now we say that we call first thing law of product. First law of product, right? So the first law of product, if you do remember, we state that if you have A power n multiplied by what? A power n, this is equal to A power m plus n. So we add the exponent. Similarly, for this case, 3 times 5, it is 15. Then we say multiply by what? C2 plus what? 4, right? No, plus 5. Because they have the same exponent, right?
Yes.
And then maybe we introduce the bracket. So we multiply with what? D. D power 2 plus what? 4. Right?
Yes.
So with this now simplification, we have what? 15. Add exponent. We have C power 7. Then we have D power 6. Then you are done. Not yet. So you have power 7. Is it power 7? Wait a moment. 2, 5, and that runs. So let me check. They copied it correctly. It is D, C, D2, D power 4. So here it is 1 plus 5. It's 1 plus 5, right? Why? Because here we have C power 1
Yes.
and C power 5, right?
Yes.
So if that's the case, this is wrong exponent. So it is what if?
6.
It is 6. So you have to further simplify. So we have to apply what? Remember here, we have to apply which law? The third law, A times B power n. Right?
Yes.
Means this one gives what? A power n times B power n. So this is what we have here. So we have to find this. Right?
Yes.
So if that the case, C times D become a new base, but exponent is 6. Right?
Yes.
So therefore, to write exponent of 3C D square multiplied by what? 5, C power 5, then D power 4, this is equal to what? 15, then C D power 6. And the response. So you see the homework, it was very interesting. It was a very good time for you to practice, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is about 30 correction for the previous homework. So ladies and gentlemen, right now, let me take you into exercise. Remember that we told you while you are copying, let me just give you a very important announcement, which are very important announcement for the rest of your life. In Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School, we have also an online library. And on this online library, we are equipping our students with very important materials with a very reasonable or affordable price compared to the price of the local shop. We call these materials as weapons because I myself as a teacher use them, and I recommend also every student to have, because we cannot read everything written in the book. So some of the things I have to make sure that I build the foundation in your mind, and then I give you the homework to go and read the book. So these books supplement my session, and my session supplemented the book. So from there, you will be actual extraordinary mathematicians after a short time. So the first weapon, so the first book is called the Secondary Basic Mathematics in Book 2. You can order these books and we can ship to you in any 31 regions of Tanzania. The second one is questions and answers. It's called the Form 2 Mathematics Review, which contains problems and solutions from 2003 through 2019. Okay? So again, the third one is a four-figure, Maximilian's four-figure mathematical table and formulas. So in case you want to order a package of these 3 books, or more than these 3 books, because these are the samples. We have also books are being written, because the author of this textbook is Tanzania Institute of Education, the institute which have prepared the syllabus, right, of the basic mathematics for ordinary secondary school, secondary education from 1 to Form 4. Again, another weapons, before I forget, I think that I have also the syllabus, but I forgot. I will show you in the next session. But you can order the package, and the good thing that if you order this, all of these books are the package, then you'll be paying the shipping cost once, because we're going to ship to you a whole package. There's no need for you to order the first book, then second book. Actually, it won't add up the price, but there are also a discount in case you buy the entire package. So please read the descriptions of this video to see the link of the video, which give you detailed information about our books. So ladies and gentlemen, as I've written there, that today I would like to build a foundation on how you can solve problems of 40 of exercise 1.1 in these secondary basic mathematics books. So this is the reference book that I'll be using intensively to teach you all the 11 chapters of Form 2, basic mathematics Form 2. So it means that with this one, we say that refer secondary basic mathematics, secondary basic mathematics, okay? Book what? Book 2. Book 2, and this is exercise what? Exercise. So this is the common. So this is the common reference, not only, for example, 15. Okay, so that's common reference. Okay, exercise what? 1.1b. So we have how many questions in this exercise? We have 2 questions. We have 4 questions with different subparts of the question, right? So let us start with example 15, which is, you have to refer in this exercise is question number 1. QN means question number 1. So the question asks you, write each of the following expressions. Each of the following expressions, okay, as a single part. So we have been given so many expressions, but let me list all of them. I won't write for all. I'll leave some of them to be your homework, to build your mindset. So I believe you've copied the 1-minute registration procedures. So I believe that, and the aim for you to subscribe is to get notifications once we add any new videos. This is video number 64, Basic Mathematics Form 2. But for all the 12 subjects, we expect you to have more than 500 videos just for training and teaching, right? So you have to make sure to subscribe in order to get notifications, because every day we are adding at least 1 video, right? Every day. Maybe for the Form 1, Form 2, or Form 3, or Form 4, but every day. Okay, so Roman A will be given what? 10. Always in every reference book, the first example or the first questions is simple. Then B, we are given with what? A half cubic multiplied by what? A half power 5. Then C, we have R power 4 times R power 8. And then we have Roman D, here 7 over 6 power 2 multiplied by what? 7 over 6 multiplied by 12. Then we have E. E to 3A square B cubic. For you to be competent in mathematics, you have to learn how to learn the strategy of solving so many questions before you learn the new concept. Roman F, we have what? 17 over 20. So all of these are questions which have been prepared for students to practice. But because I know that you have a great fear, or your lifestyle of learning basic mathematics has created a very great fear in your mind, in such a way that when you don't want to try these questions, you would like to try them when you find them in exam. So, see, okay, this is D, and this is F. C, D. Oh, this is E, excuse me. D, E, F, okay. Then G. Let me write the entire question. So it is 16 square times 16 power 4 times 16 power 4. Roman H, we have 3 over 4 square 3 over 4 power 3 FGHI. Then you have Roman I 10 power 3 times 10 power 0. J 0.58 power 4, then 0.58 power 4, then 0.58 power 16. Then Roman K 3 power 14, then 3 power 17, then 3 power 1. JKL, this is 10 power P multiplied by 10 power R multiplied by 10 power 10. Okay, so how many questions basically we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I believe that if you manage to solve all of those 12, something built up in your mind about exponent that will never forget. Remember, I told you that for you to be competent in basic mathematics, you have to make sure that you do so many questions of the different structure so that you may build the concept in your mind. I'm not going to solve all the 12. I'm going to solve only 6, and then the remaining 6 will be your homework. So let me begin from the beginning solution for Roman A, because this is a line, this is a beginning. So you have 10 square times 10 square. Okay? So for this one, we have to recall what? So first step, because you have to show solution, you have to recall what? So same base, same exponent. So simply recall it. First law of 40 of product. So it's stated a power m times what? A power m. Even if that it is n, but am is equal to n for this case. So this is equal to a power m plus what in n. Right? Similarly, a power m times a power m. The answer is a power 2 power m plus m. So the answer is a power 2m. That is right? Yes. So if that the case, the second step, now we say that 10 square times 10 square is equal to 10 power 2 plus 2. The answer is equal to 10 power 4. Right? Because the question asks you that write each of the following expressions as a single power. So single power, you know that this is single power. This is power, equal to power, right? Yes. So therefore, we say that we will be given 10 power 2 times 10 power 2 is equal to what? 10 power 4. We are done. That's Roman A. So Roman B, okay, I have to do it because it's fraction. I have to do Roman B, but D, you have to do it yourself. So B will be given what? A base as fraction. A half power 3 times what? A half power 5. Right? Yes. So same base. So you have to apply the same principle. So don't worry about that. So the first step, you say that you have to recall what? The principle. A power m times a power m. This makes what? A power 2m, right? Yes. So a, it's a base, right? So you say a half cubic, which is the first exponent, times what? Half, but this today we have what?
Yes,
N. Thank you very much. So here we have M plus what? N, right?
Yes.
So here we have a half power t power 5. The base is what? Is a half. The exponent is what? 3 plus what? 5, right?
Yes.
So the response is what? A half. Half power
8.
power 8. As the response, passing difficult, now you are competence. Okay?
Yes.
So then this is what? But you have to make sure also you repeat, you go through, you repeat this material as well as you can. Power 5. This is equal to what? A half power 8. So that's the response. Alright?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so if that's the case now, we say that's fine. Okay? So then we say, we go for Roman C. Okay, Roman C, should I do Roman C? So Roman C, this is your homework. Because the base is harder, you just the exponents are different, I have taught you. And then Roman D, also it's homework. You have a base which is fraction, like what I taught in Roman B, right?
Yes.
So this is not homework, these are quiz. Quiz means you have to know it before you leave the class. So this is quiz and this is quiz. You have to do at the end of session, or if you're watching this program online, then you can pause the video and do the question first, then you continue. So you go for Roman at least Roman A, it's a little bit challenging. So we have what, but I have done example like that. If you remember the homework, the previous homework. So 3a squared times what? B power 3, power 4, power 3, then multiply by what? By 4, then a power 4, b power 5. Right? So if you examine, we can collect the first step. I told you that you have to do what? Collect it, like it, terms, or like it terms, or like exponents, let's say. Right?
Yes.
So collect the like exponents together. So 3 and 4 are not exponents, so we can take them on the left hand side of the exponent. Then we have what? A squared multiplied by what? Multiplied by a power 4, right?
Yes.
And then this one we can introduce just a bracket. Then you have what? B cubic times what? Times b power 5. Right?
Yes.
So 3 times 4, 12.
Yes.
Then same base, add exponent. 2 plus 4, 8.
6.
So then
Times
same base, add exponent. So b power
8.
8. Okay?
Yes.
So but you've been asked to write in the same what?
Same.
The single power, right?
Yes.
So this is not a single power because exponents are not the same. Right?
Yes.
So use the previous technique. So you go for the second step. So second step, you say that simplify. Simplify what? 12, a power 6, b power 8. How do you simplify? Look, I taught you the technique. Say 12, a power 6, b power 8 can also express in another form. What form? So it is 12. So you have what? A power 6. And then times what? B power 6 times b squared. Right? You didn't change anything. Because b has the same base, if you add, you get 8. Right?
Yes.
Why are we doing this? Because we want to apply the third duality, the third law. Right?
Yes.
So if that's the case, you say that this is equal to 12. So the b squared, keep it out. Just like how we kept the a. Then you have what? A power 6 times what? B power 6. So by using the third law for multiplications of exponent, we get 12b squared, right?
Yes.
Then you have what? A, B, power 6. So this is the single exponent now.
Yes.
See
Yes.
how conceptual it is. So we say therefore 3 a squared b what? B cube times what? 4. Then what? A power 4 b power 5. This is equal to the single exponent is what? 12b squared. Then ab power 6. Okay?
Yes.
Then f, I told you, very simple. If you check, it's very simple. Same base, different exponent. Right?
Yes.
So it will be homework. G, wonderful. Very simple. Just you do the inspections by eyes. Right?
Yes.
Is this a difficulty? No. Everything there. The same base, different exponent.
Wow.
For the 1, but the 2 have the same exponent. Then H, same base, different exponent. Is it simple?
Yes.
Yeah. So, mean that simply this is what? Homework. Very simple homework. This is what? Homework. This is what? Homework. And I believe that you are comfortable to do that. Maybe let me do I. Right? So if you finish the copy, I want to clean you. Or should I clean this space? Okay. Because we have already solved all of this. So Romani I, you have 10 power 3 times 10 power 0. So the shocking thing there in your mind is exponent of 0. But exponent of 0 is a normal exponent. Right?
Yes.
First of all, later on we'll find that any number power 0 or any letter power 0 is 1. But let us not forget about that. What the base of this exponent?
10.
Is 10, right?
Yes.
What the exponent? 3 and what? And 0. According to the law, first law of product, how do you manipulate? We just write this as a single power by adding what? Exponent together. 3 plus 0? 3. So the answer is what? 10 power 3. So some of the students there, they say, sir, please do that, Romani. I don't know how can I deal with 10 power 0. But you're just afraid the question, but the question is not difficult. You see, I think it's one of the shortest. It's one of the questions which have the shortest solution. Because then you conclude 10 power 3, then 10 power 0 is equal to 10 power 3. You're done. Then J we have what? J we have maybe the base of 40, the base of 4, the base of decimals. So we'll do it. K, simple, just repetitions. All the 3 exponents have the same base, different but different exponents. Then L, maybe I can help you for L, right?
Yes.
So it means that this one is also what is squeeze. So J, don't worry whether the base is exponent or whether the base is an integer whole number, manake namba nzima. Usiogope pia kama base ikiwa namba nzima au ikiwa ni namba ambayo ni hasi au ikiwa ni desimali au ikiwa ni sehemu, usiogope. Wewe angalia tu kwamba kwenye hii exponent ndio nimepewa base iko wapi na exponent iko wapi. Sawa?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So J, we say that you have the same exponent. So we have a rule, we have a law. So 0.58 power. So what is exponent? 4. Same base. Add what? Add the exponent, right?
Yes.
So plus 4 plus what? 16. Which rule are we using? A times B. So I said that the rules you're using is what? It is A power M times A power N. This is equal to A power what? M plus what? N. Right?
Yes.
So simply we say that 4 plus 16, 20. 20 plus 4, 24. Right?
Yes.
So therefore the response for this question is 0.58 power 4 multiplied by 0.58 power 4 multiplied by 0.58 power 4, and this one is equal to 0.58 power 24.
Sir.
Yes.
The,
Huh?
the answer.
The last one.
Yes.
So the last exponent I forgot this
16.
exponent is not 4, it is 16. Right?
Yes.
So that is. So now we have to go for Roman L. So Roman L, we say we have what? So we have the same base, we have exponents the same base. So same base, we say that we have A, same base. So simply this is A power M, A power M times what? A power N. This is equal to A power M plus N. Right? That's a general rule. But how many exponents do you have here? 3.
3.
So if you have 3, you can have A power M times what? A power N times O. So I think that I have to write solution first. So exponent is PR. Okay. So solution for this case. So the first step, you have to recall what? You have to recall first law of exponent. First law of exponent. Of product of exponent. But you have to check. The exponent will be given as how many exponents? 3, right?
Yes.
So we have to say that A power M times A power N times A power R. This is equal to what? The same base, which is A power M plus N plus R. Right?
Yes.
So if that's the case, we say that what is A? It is 10 power P times what? 10 power R times what? 10 power 10 power 10.
Yes.
Okay, power 10. So don't worry about having letters in exponent. Right? Follow the principle, follow the law. Just use the law. So this, the base is what? 10, right?
Yes.
Now the exponent is what? P plus what?
R.
Plus R plus what?
Plus 10.
Can you take P plus R? No. We don't know the value of P, we don't know the value of R. So we cannot add P and what and R in 10, right?
Yes.
So if we cannot add, in case we encounter that, so that the response. So the response is 10 power T, P plus R plus 10.
It's finished.
Yes. So this is the little bit concept. Great. I know many students, they get shocked. Why didn't we add it today and get like 3 here and 24? It's not in all cases. It depends on the questions you're given. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I believe you've enjoyed example 15. Isn't it?
Yes.
Tell me in the comment sections, please, so I get a feedback from you. Because I like to be, or I would like to conduct active training. So ladies and gentlemen, let us go to example 16, which is in the book, in exercise 1.1b, it is question number 3, right?
Yes.
Question number 3 of the book Secondary Basic Mathematics, Form 2, or book 2. Okay, are you ready for that? Okay, because example 2, I will give you the homework. It's simple. So question 3, at least it will teach you something new. So the question states that expand, say expand.
Expand.
Expand each of the following. Expand each of the following expressions. So that each number in the bracket is raised to a single exponent. Is raised to a single exponent. A single exponent. So also we have Roman A to J. So this is 4 times 3 square. So then B actual to also is a wonderful place for every student, because when I was studying basic mathematics form 2, my teacher, I remember even her name, she was called the teacher Jokava. She used it to do examples in the book of secondary basic mathematics, and then she has never solved any exercise. So I'm giving you extra than what your teachers used to give you, right? Why? Because I want yourself to master and love and enjoy the beauty of basic mathematics, and agree with me that mathematics is not a national disease, yes, but this is a subject that everybody can master with hard working. So here's 3 times 20 times 7 power what? Power 3. So that is C, D, then D, we are given what? 2 x squared power 2. Then we have Roman 8. So Roman 8 is what? 2t squared power 3. Then we have Roman F. It's what? 3 x squared. Then we have Roman G. It's 5. Nichokuwa nakisema kwamba kwa kweli umshukuru Mungu kwa sababu ninakupenda sana mpaka nakufanyia maswali ambayo yaliachwa kama zoezi kwako yote na mtunzi wa kitabu. Lakini mimi nataka nikujengee msingi na niondoe hofu ambayo imejaa ndani yako ya kwamba hesabu ni somo gumu. GHI. Ila nilichokuwa nimekwambia kwa mimi nilikuwa nafundishwa mfano mmoja tu, alafu kipindi kinaisha au mwalimu anaendelea na kipengele kingine, hata kama sijaelewa yeye anaendelea. Kwa hana haja ya kunisaidia na kunitia moyo kwamba naweza nikafanya maswali ya kwenye zoezi la kwenye kitabu. So 7x power 2 times 7x power 64 times 7x power 3. So that's the question. Copy the question quickly and then let us solve I'm not going to solve all the questions. I will solve some, and then I will leave the rest for you as a quiz. How many questions do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So if I solve 5, it's enough, right?
Yes.
You'll finish the rest, and even you will say yourself that, sir, leave that for me. But again, I don't want to train you as a spoon feeding. You know, meaning of spoon feeding, it means that I solve everything for you. If you're watching this video online, you can stop a video. For instance, right now, when you have already finished it to copy, you pause the video, and then you solve these questions on your rough paper yourself. Afterward, you continue to watch the video to see the solution for the sum of the questions and compare with your solution, whether you succeeded to get the right answer or you missed it. If you succeed, congratulations. If you didn't succeed, also congratulations for trying, right?
Yes.
Because even myself, I used to learn basic mathematics by committing so many mistakes during the learning of the new concept. But I didn't give up. The issue is don't give up in learning basic mathematics from 2, or basic mathematics from 1 or from 3 or from 4, right? Don't give up. So solution. So let us read the question again. Expand each. So so the question asks us to expand. Say expand.
Expand.
So expand means expand. Expand each of the following expressions so that each number in the bracket is raised to a single exponent. So firstly, we have to expand so that each number in the bracket is raised to a single exponent. So we say solution. Let us begin with always Roman A to give you a line. So here in bracket we have 4 times 3 power 2. Okay? So expand each of the following expressions so that each number in the bracket raised to a single exponent. Raised to a single exponent. Okay. So it will be 4 power 2. And then you have what? So 4 power 2 and 3 power 2. So in the bracket is raised to a single exponent. Okay. So to expand this one, so remember that we are dealing with expansion. The first thing we have to recall. To recall what? The SEDI law. SEDI law. Law of 40 of product of 40. Product of exponent. So it is stated that A times B power n. Right? So we say this one is A power n times B power n. You remember that?
Yes.
So if that's the case, it's the same. 4 times 3 square. This is equal to what? 4 power 2 times what? 3 power 2. So this is the response. Okay, so if that's the case, you try for Roman C. Let me do for you for Roman not B. Okay? So for Roman B, we have 2a squared, right?
Yes.
We are applying the same wording, the same principle. This is equal to 2 times a squared. So this is equal to 2 power 2 times what? A power 2. Right? So therefore, 2a squared is equal to 2 power 2 a power 2. Well done. in mathematics, if you didn't discover the technique, you might be an enemy of basic mathematics because of your ignorance. So 2 power 2 times what? A power 2. So then C, it's your quiz. So quiz means do before you leave the class or before you close the, or you leave that, it means that you close the phone that you're using. Then D actually, I have to do D and then you do E. You do E, you do F, okay, etc., 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 because they are using the same concept. Okay, so we have to go for Roman D. So for Roman D, stop writing. This is 2x squared power 2. Right?
Yes.
So we can go straight forward because we know the laws. Right?
Yes.
So in this one, we know first of all the law that states A power M. The second law was stating that what? A power M power M. Right?
Yes.
And this we say it is A power M times what? N.
As in,
Similarly here. Right? So we find what? We find that, remember 2 it is power 1. Right?
yes.
So what do we find? So we find that 2 power 1, this is exponent of 2, then we have x squared power 2. It's the same meaning. Right?
Yes.
It's the same meaning. It has the same meaning. So 2 power 1, so we say that this is 2 power 1 times what? 2. Then we multiply x square times what? 2. Right?
Yes.
So this makes what? 2x squared is equal to what? 2 power 2. Right?
Yes.
Then times what? Times
X
x power what?
power 4.
X power 4. Very good. So this is the response. So simply this is a that is 2 power 2, then we have x power 4. Right?
Yes.
So by using the same concept, you can now do the next question, which is Roman what?
Roman C.
Roman what?
C.
Roman C. Roman C, we are no longer in Roman C board. Roman E, it's your quiz, it's your homework. Roman C is similar to what you've done there. Roman E, too, Roman E. Then the next question is to what F. F is, so let me do for F. I know many students say, oh, today in this exponent we don't have exponent
Yes.
outside of the bracket. No, we have there, but you don't see it. Let me open your eyes. So there we have what? 3x squared, right? Like this one, right?
Yes.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is 3x squared. Then this one is power 1. So exponent is there, but this one, right?
Yes.
So if you apply, so remember also this 3 is power 1, and then x squared, here we have power 1. So if you apply the laws, say 3, 1 times 1, then multiply by what? X, 2 times 1, right?
Yes.
So simply this is 3x squared power 1 is equal to what? Is equal to 3x squared. That's all. So you see how basic mathematics is beautiful, right?
Yes.
Okay. So next, G. G, then you have H, you have I, we have J. So J is your homework. The base is 7x, right?
Yes.
But exponents are different. So if you have same base, what do you do for base? I taught you. So let me solve this. When I solve this one, it will help you to get the right answer for this, right?
Yes.
So you have what G. What exponents are given in G? It's 5 mn power 2, right?
Yes.
So you have to use laws. So if you use laws, 5 is outside of the bracket. You have m, this 2 is exponent for m and n, right?
Yes.
And then here we have what n squared, right?
Yes.
So we say that 5 is mn squared. This is equal to what? 5 m squared n squared. Alright?
Yes.
Huh? So h, you have to do h. So let me go for what? For I. I want you just to master this stuff. I, it is what? 2a cubed, right? And b power 4 square. This is it. So with this one, listen. 2, the exponents of 2 is what? 1. So if you want it to expand, here we have 2, 1 times what? 2, right?
Yes.
Then here we have what? If you want to expand, a power 3, you have to multiply with what? 2, right?
Yes.
You have what? b power 4, you multiply with what?
2.
With 2, right?
Yes.
Huh? So this is what? 2. 1 times 2 is 2, right?
Yes.
This is a power 3 times 2,
6.
6, right?
Yes.
Then 4 times 2,
8.
8. So b power
Yes.
8. Okay?
Yes.
So this is the final response. So Roman J is your homework equality, homework 5. Okay. I believe that you've been enjoying the solution of exercise 1.1b. Have you finished to copy this?
Yes.
Okay. So, if that the case, I would like to end this session because I don't want to overdose you or to give you the materials which cannot carry them. So right now, I would like to leave the homework, and this is homework 5, because this is in session 5. So homework 5, we are going to have, we had example 15, example 16, so this is example 17. Right, example 17, you say that you have to, so refer means rejea, refer secondary basic mathematics, secondary basic mathematics book 2, okay, page what? Give you the page number, page 8. Page 8. Page 8, right?
Yes.
So, solve question, QN means question, solve question 2. And question 2, it has from A to L. So it has exponent from A to 1. So then we go for example what? Example 18. So example 18, refer also the same book. Refer secondary basic mathematics. Mathematics book 2. The same page. Okay. So solve it means also, it means find. Solve question 4. And question 4 class question from Roman A to L. Wonderful. So then submit your homework on comment section. Just look the place which is related comments. Then send your homework. Wonderful. So listen carefully. I told you that every successful student in basic mathematics for 2 need this book, right? So the objective of you having a book, if example I could have written, you find that the sessions of solving problems will be longer and longer and longer, right? So the best thing, also I will have to teach you how you can use this book, right? One of the way of teaching you to find this book and use it is by giving you homework like this. So you have to find the book and see question 2A to L, right? So that's the main objective. I could write, but I want you to be an active student. Okay? I want you to be an active student. So for you to be an active student, you should complement, means you should supplement the book with the session I'm teaching. Right? I want you to be active. So you know what you've been taught and you know what does the book say. But this also will improve your faith to believe about what I'm teaching you, because I'm not a traditional teacher. I'm teaching in a very different way, as the way that you've seen from the beginnings to this moment. I'm downloading and building a fresh mindset which will make you to think differently and appreciate that even yourself you are able to master mathematics, right? So that's why I'll be using different. So one of the teaching aids that my manufacturer gave me is to make sure to insist students to use the book, to know how to read the book. Because later on when you go for undergraduate studies, you'll find some of the subjects you won't have a lecture at all. So you have to go yourself and read yourself and have summarized. So this book will supplement my session, and my sessions will supplement this book. I know that many students might think that I'm giving these questions in order for them to buy this book. For me, no. You can get this book from Tanzania online library, or you can get it in any local shop. So it's your decision whether you come to our online library where we are equipping our students and we are not doing actual business, we are providing service for the humanity. So, or you can use your local shop, right? As I told you that if you order the package for all the books, almost 4 to 5 books of the basic mathematics from 2, and then you add up with another package, there is a very great discount, because our intention is to see students having right materials in order to use them effectively. So that is, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end. That's the end of what? The end of session 5, right? Firstly, thank God who have been with me. Thank God who have called me and built a gift of teaching. And again, I thank God who have given the opportunity to join me. I know that you had so many things to do. Possibly you like football, but you dedicated this time to learn about basic mathematics. I will never let you down. Whenever you join me, I will do something in your mind and I will write a piece of information in your mind. So I invite you to join me in session 6, where I will be teaching you about law of division. And the good thing that we have only one law of divisions of exponent, then when I teach you a concept, we do exercise 1.1c. So I have to mention what you have to expect. You can go through and reading and go through what your teachers taught you. You are not limited about that. But remember, I'm going to teach you in a very different way. I ask you, remember to subscribe to do the permanent registration. Share these contents with other students. Tell them they can access this content at any time, even during the midnight. You have a teacher teaching you. So Tanzania Online Ordinary Secondary School will be a great resource because it's the only schools that will be taught by the teacher at midnight. Have you ever been taught by your teacher, by your school teacher at midnight? No. The teacher is doing some other activities, but you have forgotten what you've been learning during the day. But the good thing with this platform now, you can review and watch the video several times until you understand the concept, right? So invite and tell other students now there is the good news online and in this YouTube channel, Tanzania Online O-Level Secondary School, square bracket OLENJOLAI. But don't tell others so they can benefit while yourself you are not benefiting. Benefit yourself first, and then while you are benefiting, you inform others. May God bless you. I love you so much. I invite you to join me in the next session. This is OLENJOLAI. I love you so much, and I will miss you for a moment, but I won't miss you in the session 6. So stay tuned, stay focused, and then stay loving basic mathematics and think how you can solve real life problems. See you in the next session.